Hey there, bar's open. So today we're going to review this Macallan 12 years old Scotch whisky colour collection. Hi there, SG Alcohol Guy here, giving you honest reviews on alcohols that I am tasting. And as mentioned, today I'll be reviewing this Macallan single malt, 12-year-old single malt colour collection. As you can see, it's a brand new bottle. A wonderful friend of mine came back from overseas and decided that, she didn't need any alcohol from DFS. And the first person she thought of was me, because I always need alcohol. So thank you, Dahi. Putting this aside, now there's a lot of words on the back of the box. I will be taking a photo of this later on because it's way too wordy for me to read as well. So you can read it while I'm reviewing the alcohol. But I did go online to take a look at this whiskey just to see what's the colour collection. And apparently it's a collection that's only available for purchase in airports duty free. So, it's not like you can walk into a shop and buy it. You have to travel before you can purchase this. So, thankfully, I managed to get my hands on this one. And this beautiful Macallan bottle, this is the 12-year-old. And I purchased this for 106 Singapore dollars. Alright, for that I got a 700 ml bottle with 40% alcohol content. But when I went through the duty-free website just to check if I can buy it offline, it says that the total savings from this was about $34, which means the recommended retail price is 140 Singapore dollars. However, that is again at duty-free. That hasn't taken into account the alcohol tax in Singapore. So here it's going to retail a lot more. In fact, I was browsing at a second-hand app online, and some people are selling it between 175 to 195 Singapore dollars. So let's open this up. Okay, let's break the seal. Oops, that's a beautiful sound. I'm going to let it breathe for a bit because there's always this alcohol smell. There's always that nail polish remover, paint thinner kind of smell. So I'm going to let it breathe for a little bit. While I tell you, I will review the alcohol in 3 ways. For whiskeys, I'll review it neat. Then I'll be adding in a splash of water just to see if it opens up the taste. And finally, having it on the rocks. Without further ado, let's go into the taste test. I'm going to pour it very carefully. I do not know why I brought this funnel out. I'm a little bit absent-minded today. Probably because I didn't drink for 3 days. It's messing with my brain a bit. And carefully pouring out 20 ml. Add a splash more into the tulip glass. And with that, let's cap this back. Now, before I actually review the whiskey's taste, what I like to do is I do like to swirl the whiskey in the glass just to see what's happening along the edges. In this case, it's actually stuck at the edge for a bit and slowly coming back down the sides of the glass. I'm counting internally right now. I'm seeing close to about 15 seconds. Some parts are about 18 seconds. So there's a potential for the finish to last about 15 to 18 seconds. But this is just an indication. Let's find out when we actually taste it. Scent-wise, it's actually pleasant. It still has the alcohol smell, but it's a very faint smell. It's not overpowering in the nose. There's a hint of whiskey in it, actually. That's a good sign for this Macallan already. How I like to drink my whiskeys, how I like to taste the whiskeys is I will try to exhale, sip and swallow the whiskey, and then inhale and exhale through my nose. So this allows the flavors to move around in the mouth and into the nose as well. Since you have more senses in the nose than on the tongue. There it goes. Such a rich whiskey. There's some sweetness to it. That have come because it's seasoned with some sherry wine, so it's very nice and sweet to it. Oh, but it's so full-bodied. There's no layer of blandness on my tongue. It's just a strong whiskey with a hint of sweetness. I think there's some vanilla somewhere, just a whiff of it and then it disappeared. But the flavor lasts, so it's like again, it's about 15 to 18 seconds, and that's why I can remember the taste so well. Oh, it's a bit dry towards the end, but not that bad. It's just mildly dry, but it's such a rewarding flavor. I wasn't expecting to like it this much. I gotta say I'm impressed. Yeah, I have to say I'm impressed. And now let's see how it opens up with some water. Now there's very little whiskey left, so I'll just add in very little water as well. The main idea is I'm not expecting for the whiskey to be watered down, but to open up. Taste test 2. Everything got a little bit more enhanced, especially the sweetness. And then there's a light bitter aftertaste at the back that comes in a bit stronger. But the coating on the tongue, again, it's just very full-bodied whiskey on my tongue. Sweetness is going into my teeth, and the bitterness disappeared already. But having it with a bit of water, there wasn't much burn to begin with, but having water removed any traces of it. This is also a good way of drinking this whiskey. I love this. I love this whiskey. For $100 whiskey, it's amazing. I haven't gone to the on the rocks part yet, but I'll tell you, if you come across this, just buy it. Just buy it. No questions asked, buy it. Alright, and third way of drinking, as I mentioned, will be on the rocks. Now, I'm using a big ice cube. You want to use crushed ice, small ice cubes, ice balls. There's no right or wrong. It's all your own preference. But as it's a warm day in Singapore, despite the incessant rain, it has really melted by this much. So, palate cleansing time. And with that, another 20 ml of Macallan. Into the glass, onto the ice. The reason for me pouring it onto the ice is I want the whiskey to chill as fast as possible without melting the ice. So I just have the chilled effect to see if that changes the flavor some more. While I'm waiting, this says that the oak casks used for the Macallan Colour Collection, 12 years old, are seasoned with sherry wine from Jerez de la Frontera, Spain, with flavors of citrus, orchard fruits, and nutmeg. The whiskey is a natural golden color, so there's no additives to the color. This is a natural color by itself. Beautiful. The outcome of our new mixed spirits and exceptional oak casks working harmoniously together over the years. Amen. With this sufficiently chilled, taste test 3. Having it chilled neutralized the taste a little bit. It's now a lesser full-bodied, it's more medium-bodied whiskey, but it's so smooth. I took a much bigger sip than I expected, and I would have finished it immediately if I didn't check myself, right? So I would have just gulped it all down. So to summarize, neat, bit of water on the rocks. Just get this. This is my new favorites. The Nika from the barrel is my all-time favorites. This one just displaced it. This is my new favorite. And thanks for watching up to this point. I just want to state that all these reviews are based on my personal taste preferences and opinions. They're not to be used as an industry standard. I do, however, want to find out what you think about this Macallan 12 years single malt Scotch whiskey color collection. Have you tried it? Have you tried the 15? Because I'm gonna get that next. Drop me some comments. Let's compare some notes. If you're still here, do help me click on the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell, because I do try to upload at least one new video every week. Plus, if you know of anyone interested in watching such reviews, do help me send a link to the video as well. And as always, my friends, Oh, happy drinking. Happy drinking.